I think if you look at what we've done in Abu Dhabi, it's been very clear in terms of identifying all the components and parts of the ecosystem that are critical to not just be successful at a pre-seed and seed level for startups, but all the way through to how it is that they monetize and exit their respective companies. I think if you look at what we've done with these partnerships, particularly with Microsoft for Startups and Plug and Play, is that we're addressing key areas within the ecosystem that will allow these firms and the individuals that run these firms to thrive. And so we're committed, and we continue to deploy. We look at code as an opportunity to really highlight what it is that we've been able to create here. And I think there's a lot of positive momentum right now.
Absolutely. I mean, when we talk about this with regards to the tech scene in Israel, it's something that I've been covering for the last decade, frankly. And the idea that you could have a trade corridor upwards of 1 billion as a result of this between the UAE and Israel. Obviously, COVID has put a bit of a damper on things, but how quickly do you see those numbers starting to come up, if you will?
Well, I think we're already starting to see the momentum build there, and we're starting to see some execution on these conversations. And I'll give you a few examples when you start looking at what's been accomplished even earlier or late last year with G42 and some of the relationships that they had in Israel, as well as some of the health related partnerships that were established. What it is that we're seeing is that whilst the model has typically always historically been about what type of capital can flow out of the UAE or what capital can flow into the UAE. What we are doing as the investment office is positioning this as what capital can we utilize to attract the best technology out of Israel and other countries into the UAE by investing in those companies in the UAE. And so it offers a really interesting and unique dynamic for some of these firms that are looking at expanding, they're looking at generating new streams or revenue streams, I should say. And we're helping them facilitate that through the ecosystem in Abu Dhabi. So it's been really productive for us, understanding what Israel has to offer, looking at how it is that we can benefit from that here in the UAE.